Welcome to week 10 of my mud home renovation. This week we were able to get the end walls in for my addition and for the older house. And I'll show you that and do several other things. So actually quite a lot we got done this week, but a lot of different random things like siding the side with the OSB and getting these end walls in, getting everything prepared for insulation next week. So stick along and I'll show you how we did this. We put a window in my end wall here. This can be a guest bedroom in my upstairs, and then started on end walls on the other on the main house. First of all, put a board up top so that we could add something to support our end walls too. I did my end walls with 5 centimeter by 20 centimeter boards, so hopefully it's strong enough on that side on both end walls, on all the end walls actually, kind of because I wanted to make my end post that thick, and so I decided just to make my whole end wall thicker, so hopefully add some support and some structure there. So that's kind of how we did it. We had to measure across and make 250 centimeter centers and go along with that. On this end here, I plan to make 2 windows, which we did a little later. I don't know if I got a video of it, but I plan to put 2 windows right beside that center post because the sun rises basically right where you're looking out there. And I really want to catch that sun as it rises and allow it to bring the sunlight down through the whole house. So the sun passes through on this side of the house during the day, so I want to make sure and catch that sun. So right beside the post, I'm going to have 2 basically 60 centimeter by 60 centimeter windows, not very big, but hopefully it'll let a little bit of sunlight in that end. And then the next day we went and got some tile. I found some used tiles that matched the tiles that I had, so I was happy about those. Got those, we unloaded the van, and then I was able to back my car up. I couldn't back it the whole way in the driveway because it was quite squatted down. I had quite a few 300 tiles in the thing, and it was kind of a bumpy ride back with them, but we were able to get them unloaded. We stacked these over there because I thought we had too many. The next day it started raining, and it was pretty rainy, so we decided to work inside as much as we could that day. So we started studying, studying, is that what you call it? Whatever, framing in our interior walls. So we used 2x4s for this, or 5 centimeter by 10 centimeter pieces for this, and started framing them in. This is going to be the bathroom where you're looking right there, and the 2 guys started working away at my wall there. You can see the old house wall. Decided to tear that out, or I had kind of from the beginning decided to tear that out and take that all away. So I started working at tearing that down while 2 of us started working at laying out these walls. That's going to be the bathroom right there, as I was just saying, where you're looking. And then over here on this other side to the right of the camera, it's going to be a little children's bedroom and then a hallway in the very front. So we're framing it out for 2 doors right beside each other with the one wall down the center. We didn't quite have enough material, so I'll have to grab a few more 2x4s, etc. whenever I get a chance to finish it out. But we were able to get a fair amount of it framed up, and they were able to tear out that wall pretty nicely. So kind of opened everything up once they got that done. So that was really nice, and it was good to be able to work inside when it was raining outside, and better weather was supposedly coming. and better weather did come, and so we were able to get the roof tiled, get the lath put on, and the roof tiled, as you can see there. And here it is finished. Look around. These tiles are a little better shaped than the ones that I put on before. Kind of wish I would have, well, I don't know if I wish I would have put them all on. Here's the sunset, and there you can see it around, looking out toward out west, east, whichever way the sun rises and sets, but right there, sun setting back over the field. And then we started with our OSB. I didn't quite get a video of it starting it, but here's working on that OSB, getting it in place. And you kind of see the shape of my house. I got some more insulation delivered too, so that's going to be done next week, hopefully. Start putting the insulation on. I'm really hoping we can get most all the insulation done next week and kind of have the house somewhat wrapped up so that it's nice and warm, so I can start a fire in there and work inside the rest of the winter. I need to get a ridge cap on my shingles on my tiles sometime soon too. But we were able to get all of this OSB on actually, and that's kind of where we're at this end of this week. All the OSB and I worked inside to get a little more support for some of the areas where there wasn't much support. Trying to tie the two houses together is kind of tricky, kind of just flying. Don't know what I'm doing. Just tacking it together, trying to get as much support as possible between the two so that I can, especially right here, the valley of the roof comes down. So I wanted to kind of make a post, or somewhat of a post underneath, and then just make sure it's supported nicely. So that's what we're doing here, tacking it together, getting it framed out and ready for the OSB on the outside, and kind of tacking chunks. You'll see a little later, tacking chunks in between the beams to make it so that there's a solid support the whole way down to the foundation. And then I went back to this other wall. You might have seen me build it in an earlier video, and started working at getting this supported better. So I put two 5 by 15 centimeter boards up top and shoved them in place because that top beam is a little rotten up there, and then put these studs in underneath, so hopefully it's supported nice and solid along there and can keep the weight of all that nicely from the house coming down. And we also worked at getting all the window sills or whatever you call those jams out and around the windows so that it's ready for new windows whenever we have those. I haven't bought them yet, but plan to buy some used windows to put in all those areas there. And I was tacking in the end. Also trying, once again, this is another corner where I'm trying to just get some decent strength all the way down through there and get everything tied together a little better so that hopefully it's nice and solid and the house doesn't topple over in the wind. And we put OSB on the other end wall. This is the last end wall we did. We were able to wiggle it out the ends and get that OSB put up. We were able to get all of the OSB put up except for one little triangle at the very top. We will do that next week. This Sunday is Christmas for my village, and Monday is the day after Christmas, so I'm not going to be working Sunday or Monday, but Tuesday start work again and hopefully get all of my foam done and get that all wrapped up, so stay tuned for next week.